I didn't know I was on there. I didn't know I was on here. I'm sorry. I was just, I was, I was just dancing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not the way to come in. Hello, Podbean. Yeah. Hey, I didn't know I was. I was just vibing over here. I didn't know I was. I didn't know I was doing it. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Hey, y'all. Anything going on? Anybody? Anybody know what happened? Did y'all watch TV today? I was just wondering. That's all I want to know. I understand that the Ravens and the Chiefs are playing, but I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I don't care nothing about the Ravens and the Chiefs. So if you're a Chief fan, or uh, if you're a Raven fan, I don't care about your team. Hey, God bless you. Go and watch your team. I got it on, but I don't care. You know. Before I get started, if you notice, I noticed something today that I'm not used to seeing, and that is a lot of my friends here in Facebook land and in YouTube land and in Twitter land, especially, the timelines have been mighty quiet today. Have y'all noticed that? I just want to know. Have y'all noticed anything that if y'all notice what I'm seeing? Um if y'all maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just before I get started, I just want to know is have Facebook accounts been deleted? You know, maybe if y'all are y'all seeing it? Podbean, for those that have Facebook accounts and everything else, I just want to know have y'all friends lost their Facebook account? Maybe there are power outages around the area. I don't know. It just sure is quiet all of a sudden. It was loud last week. Now it was loud. It was loud. Ooh wee. Oh, my phone almost lost power from all of the texts and the inboxes and notifications that were going. I couldn't even, my phone. I thought something wrong with my family almost. That way, folks was attacking me. I wonder, did any of you guys have the same problem? Did any of you guys have the same problem that I had last week? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm looking for some of my friends that just attacked me and violated me last week. I can't find y'all. I can't find you. Okay. Let me go and get to it because y'all come here to hear what I got to say, obviously about it. Plus, this is our show together, and we can go ahead and just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, big, big, big win today. I don't care how we won. We won. That's the first thing. Cowboy fans, because I already seen some of y'all talk. Stop it. We won. We was almost in the same exact game from last week. I made it well, Tampa Bay game. And we took advantage of this week. We was almost in the same predicament. It came down to a last possession, came down to a field goal. This time we were on the right side of the track. We won. I'd rather be 1-1 than 0-2. So that's the first thing we need to get out of the way. We won the ball game. That's all that matters. We won. We're 1-1. We're not 0-2. We can go ahead and get the season started. Most people picked us to lose against Tampa anyway. I didn't. I said we would win. And most people had us, it was kind of split down the middle for this game. But I knew we were the better talented team. The question was, how well will we play? How did we win? And that's where I'm going to talk about tonight and Tuesday. So, hello to everybody jumping on here. Hey, let me go ahead and just say this. We owe some people some apologies tonight. We owe some people some apologies. I got a list of names, okay? I got a list of names, and let's just talk about it. First of all, everybody owes an apology. Everybody, including myself. I started off. Terrence Steele, I am sorry. I'm sorry, Terrence Steele. Wholeheartedly, I apologize to you today, Mr. Terrence Steele. I apologize to you because earlier in the week, Terrence Steele name was said he's going to start. We all wanted Zach Martin to go to tackle. There ain't no sense in nobody hiding. I was one of them. Here I am. I'm not too proud to say I was wrong. Okay. Based on what we seen with Terrence Steele, we said no way should he be starting. That's what we said. Come on, Eric. Come on. Don't act like you knew what was gonna go on all the time. We owe Steele an apology tonight. Everybody in the house. Jerry Jones, I tip my, you may not want to tip your hat, but I tip my hat tonight to Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Mike McCarthy, because they said that Terrence Steele was better than what we thought, bottom line. I mean, that they didn't say that, but that's what they were alluding to. They immediately said, once Lyle Collins was out, they immediately said, Terrence Steele, it should be in the game. That's what he said. They were right. No question about it. Terrence Steele was flat out a ball player tonight. Why is that? Here it is, real simple for me. Did anybody hear Joey Bosa's name at all tonight? Did anybody? Did anybody hear Joey Bosa's name? We didn't hear anything. You know why? Because Terrence Steele whipped him tonight. That's just the bottom line. Terrence Steele whipped an all-pro tackle tonight. I'm talking about whipped him. I didn't hear both. Gary says he heard it once. That way, even if once is good enough. For a whole 4 quarters, a backup right tackle, he handled him tonight. He did. I owe him an apology. Terrence Steele, quiet as it is kept, Terrence Steele tonight just made him some money. There will be teams looking for a right tackle. His name is going to come up simply because of the way he handled Bosa tonight. So you don't have to have a lot of tape when you're going against an all-pro. When you handle all-pro all night, you just made yourself some money. Yes, you did. Yes, he did. He was flat out good tonight. He was great tonight. The Cowboys organization was right. I guess I'll say I owe an apology also to Jerry, Stephen, Mike McCarthy. I owe them an apology because they were right. 100% right about Terrence Steele, while most of us were 100% wrong about Terrence Steele. I'm comfortable now from this point on with Lyle Collins being out. I'm not shaky about the right side of our line. I'm not shaky at all because he can do the job. He can do the job. Eddie Blanks, hey, I see you. I'm coming. I'm starting it off with some apologies. Number two, man, Zach Martin makes a difference. Man, look, if you didn't know the kind of impact Zach Martin makes on the team, you know now. He's dominant. That's all you can say. I'm not going to add nothing else to that. He was awesome tonight. Okay? We owe an apology to Kellen Moore. Not as strong as I want to give it to him, but we owe an apology because we said that he is just past happy. It's not in him to run the football. And tonight, at least for this week, it was different. Here's a stat that you need to know. Last week against Tampa Bay at halftime, they only had 5 carries. 5 carries against Tampa Bay at halftime. This week at halftime, we had 17. That's major. That's 2 times more than he ran at halftime against Tampa. Now, Kellen Moore said this week, and I didn't believe him, but he said this week, he said, look, we're going to do whatever the defense allow us to do. He's saying that we can beat you however which way you want to choose. If you want to load up, fine. We'll pass you out of it. If you want to lay back, we're running on you. Kellen Moore did what he said he would do. If you literally look at the game, I'm going to tell y'all this for future references. I'll say this on Tuesday. This will be the last time that I believe that we'll see a defensive effort like the Chargers gave us tonight. I just don't understand why the Chargers did not adjust. We dominated. We could do whatever we want to do against them. Running, passing, whatever you want. But when you line up in a too high safety, for those that play football, in other words, that have played football at least or studied the game, when you line up with 2 safeties all the way back, side by side, kind of like in a maybe in a cover 2 type thing or a cover 3, where you don't sneak a safety up, okay? You don't sneak a safety up. They lined up with both of their safeties back, which is just an indication that you're not loading the box so you can run the football. They gave us that. So they just thought I guess they were thinking maybe we can stop the run at any time. We just do it. No, they did not. We gashed them guys. Running the ball, Zeke Elliott had a decent game. Tony Pollard was outstanding. No question about that. But overall, the running game combined was great tonight. We carried the ball. Let me see the stats here. Ezekiel Elliott had, I told y'all, everybody thought Ezekiel Elliott was supposed to get 25 carries, and I told y'all what it was going to be, right? Y'all going to listen to me. I told you, Ezekiel Elliott had 16 carries for 71 yards. Tony Pollard had 13 carries for 109 yards tonight. Zeke got the hard yards. Tony Pollard is just so explosive that it's just a difference in the burst. He's not better than Ezekiel Elliott, but he's more explosive than Ezekiel Elliott. There's just no question about that. What takes Ezekiel Elliott a second and a half to get in the hole and get out of there, it takes Tony Pollard maybe a second. That's just how explosive he is. He gets there, he's just more explosive. You're going to get a gigantic boost of yardage, if Pollard gets the ball and get an opening. A play that Ezekiel Elliott run for maybe about 8-9 yards. Pollard could probably bust it probably for 13 or 14. That's just because he's just so fast. It's not that he's better. It's not that he's a better vision or whatever the case may be. It's just he's just so explosive. He got to get the ball. I told you guys, Kellen Moore will not give the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. He never has, and he just did today. However, when Ezekiel got the ball, he was productive today. No, he didn't get 100 yards, but he got 16 carries for 71 yards. That's 4.4 yards in average. I'll take that all day long. I'll take it all day long. If you telling me Ezekiel is going to get 4.5 yards a carry, I'll take it all day long. So I'm not complaining at all. I knew Kellen Moore was going to do exactly that. I was just glad that he involved Pollard into the game plan with running like that. That was big. That was big for us. We ran the ball. Dak had 23 completions for 27 attempts, 237 yards, 8.8, with no touchdowns and one interception. I'll take that all day long, too. Dak made plays when he had to. He made the money play, the money drive. When it was all up to him to take it from about the 12-yard line, put him in field goal range, he did that. So Dak had a great game. Now, don't be fooled, y'all. I need y'all to come on up a little bit. I need you to do a little bit more than just watch the game. I need you to look at it. The reason why we won the game is because the Chargers did not adjust like all other teams did. They did something that we haven't seen in a long time. And that was most teams, when they play us, they automatically take out Ezekiel Elliott. That's just automatic. Most teams don't believe that Dak can beat them. They don't believe it. So what they decide is we're going to make Dak beat us. We're going to stack this line. We're going to take away Ezekiel Elliott. And Dak, you just go out. We'll tip our hat to you if you beat us. We have never seen a game. Not since I don't know when. I'm serious. I don't know when we've ever seen a defensive game plan like that against us since Ezekiel Elliott been in the league. I don't remember that teams would dare us to run the football. We're going to line all these safeties back here. And the reason why we saying safety help is because they probably just didn't believe that their secondary could hang with our receivers. In other words, they saying our guys need help. Sanjay Samuel Jr. and the guy that replaced Chris Harris, those guys needed help. So we're going to leave these safeties back here. We choose to take away all y'all pass and stuff. And we'll let Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard beat us. We ain't never seen that. I don't remember it. I don't remember that. Dak did not get 400 yards today. Okay. So I guess if he only had 237 yards, I guess there's a little validity to that game plan, I guess. But let me tell you something. If teams play us like that, we're going to win a whole lot of ball games. And that's why I'm saying I hope y'all enjoyed the balance, if you want to call it today, if you want to call it that. It was because of what the Chargers did not do. It wasn't because of what we did. We took advantage of what they gave us. But we're not going to see that game plan no more. And it's going to start next week against Philadelphia. Philadelphia is not going to have them two safeties back. They're going to bring up people in the box. And next week, I wouldn't be surprised if Dak Prescott have 350, 400 yards next week. Because Philly's not going to make that mistake. That was a mistake by whoever the defensive coordinator is for the Chargers. I wonder. I wonder. The goal with the Cowboys still to this day, obviously, is to stop Ezekiel Elliott. Not to give it to him. That's not right. I mean, if I was the defensive coordinator, Dak just had to beat me. And depending on my, there's who is this? The good wannabe, whatever, WB. I guess he was trying to tell me to, I see what he said. Y'all see what he said. Hey, whoever the good WB, first of all, I don't like that kind of talk on my show. I don't, but I know you are, I don't know who you are, but whoever you are, goodbye. I don't play that. But I'll be fair. The good WB, who are you? I know you telling me this, but before I block you, I just want to give you a chance here. I'll give you some grace and apologize. But if you're not a Cowboy fan, if you're not this, you just go on, scroll on. It's just that simple. But whoever you are, I'm about to block you. I'm thinking about it. I ain't for blocking people. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what he is. Let me see what you are. Okay, WB. I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. See, that's why I don't block people. See, I don't block people. I'm a Cowboy fan too. Why you tell me to be quiet? It's my show. Don't block that Redskin stuff. Oh, okay. We ain't worried about the Redskin, man. No, Wendy, don't worry about it. He said a diehard Cowboy fan. He good. He's good. Appreciate that. I wasn't keeping up with the conversation, so you may have been replying to somebody. I don't know, but I apologize for assuming the worst of good. Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Okay. Now let me get back to it. Now, we won't see that kind of defense again. I'm convinced of that. Appreciate it, good WB. Hey man, appreciate you, brother. Listen, follow my show if you don't mind, so you can come on and all that kind of stuff. No, because we got it mixed up. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. He's good. He's good. The good WB. He's good. He's good. He's good. He family. Follow the show WB so you can get the notifications when I turn on wherever you're watching me from. Go ahead and do that so you're just part of this. This is just a group therapy session. Good job, man. Appreciate you, man. Y'all leave my guy alone. That's my guy there. Good WB. Appreciate you. Now, we won't see that defense again, y'all. So let it go. I expect Dak Prescott next week to throw for 350 yards plus next week. Philadelphia wouldn't appreciate you, man. We will not see that type of defensive game. And they didn't adjust, y'all. They still were lined up at 2 high safety the whole game. I was like, what? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we good. We good. Everybody, we good. Good WB, this your first time. At least I think this your first time. We all family here. They're protective of me and I'm protective of them. Plus, my show is kind of directed to everybody that can come in and without all controversy. And even if we don't agree, we have a way of disagreeing without everybody going crazy and, ready to, internet fight and all that kind of stuff. That's not the kind of image I want for my show. I don't want to block nobody, period. Nobody. We all family. We see Cowboy things differently. You have your way of attacking things as far as offense and defense, and I got my thoughts. And Gary, my brother here, have his thoughts. Kush, my brother, and Wendy. All these people have different thoughts, and we just argue it out like that. Gary said, "Do I still feel the same way about Kellen?" I apologize to Kellen because I thought he was lying in the press conference this week, and he said that whatever the defense gives us, that's how we gonna, attack. He was a man of his word tonight. I thought that we were gonna pass the ball regardless, because that's just what I think he is. He did what he said, what he was gonna do. If the defense give it to us for us to run, we gonna run. We did it tonight. If you stack the box against us, he's saying we're gonna throw you out of it tonight. This afternoon, San Diego, not San Diego, the Chargers, LA Chargers dared us to run the football. And just in case people were doubting if we can still run the football, that question has been answered tonight. It's been answered. Boy, can we run the football. Boy, can we run it. No question. Pollard was outstanding. Pollard was outstanding. Zeke Elliott, truth be told, was outstanding tonight. The offensive line as a whole was crucial tonight. The offensive line as a whole was big tonight. No doubt about it. The offensive line was special tonight. They played a great game tonight. Defensively, let's switch real quick because some of y'all want to watch the game tonight. Defensively, our defense, now I'm finna mess y'all up with this one right here. I'm finna mess y'all up with this. Let me tell y'all this, and y'all check this out. Our defense is not good. They're not good. I'm going to let that marinate. They are not good. And maybe it's because we're missing a few people. I'm very anxious to see Gallimore come back. I'm anxious to see Tristan Hill come back. I'm anxious, obviously, to see Gregory and D-Law. Gregory will be back probably next week. I'm anxious to see D-Law come back. Our defense is not good. However, what they are, and you're seeing it, is that they're opportunistic. They just make plays when they need to. The Cowboys defense this year, we're still not good against the run. We still give up a lot of yards. We give up a lot of yards, running and passing. We're not that good. This is what's going to happen with the Cowboys this year. I already see it because I've seen it for 2 straight games. They will probably be at the bottom of the list when it comes to total yards given up. They'll be at the bottom. However, they will probably be in the top 10 in takeaways, which means when you add that up, that's going to probably equal out to be probably an average defense. But what did we say at the beginning of the year before this thing got started? We said that as long as they not in the bottom of the defense, okay, as long as we're in the middle of top 15, top 17 defense, we're going to be all right because the offense is going to score. That's what we said at the beginning. They're not a top 10 defense material. That's because they can still get ran on. We got 8 up alive. Justin Herbert killed us today. Now, that's just the truth. Justin Herbert killed us today. He did. Justin Herbert killed us today. Justin Herbert had 31. He was 31 for 41, 338 yards, 1 touchdown. We're not good. What we are, and I think we're going to see a whole lot more of this, is that we are opportunistic. We're going to get the ball. Diggs, another interception. Man coverage. Curse, outstanding game today. Curse was big time today. Curse made his statement today that it makes no difference when Donovan Wilson comes back. Curse made his statement today by saying that, look, even if Wilson come back, I need to be in the starting lineup. Remember now, Curse got robbed of an interception also. Remember that pass interference call that I don't know if it's really, depending on what side of the track you are. They took that one from him. He's supposed to have 2 picks today. He was big today. Okay? They held the guys. However, remember now, they held the guys to a lot of field goals. Yeah, Herbert moved the ball down the field, but when he got down in there, they didn't score. That's opportunistic. Micah Parsons. He has a new nickname. His name is now Lord have mercy, Michael Parsons. Ladies and gentlemen, I made the prediction at the beginning of the year, and the stats didn't show it today. Michael Parsons is flat out dominant. Dominant. This is a stat line. 2 tackles and just 1 sack. That's it. That's all he had. And if I was just to tell you, if you didn't watch the game, and you'll say, uh, if I say that a person had only 2 tackles and 1 sack, you'll say, okay, that ain't about nothing. But Lord have mercy, if you watch the game, Michael Parsons dominated the game. Huh? It's just the truth. Michael Parsons was flat out dominant today. He was back in the backfield the whole game. It just Herbert is just a good quarterback, got rid of the ball when he had to. Michael Parsons, my God, I'm about to pull it up on Pro. For y'all want to really see real in-depth stats, go to Pro Football Reference. Go to Pro Football Reference. And the reason why I say that is because Pro Football Reference has in-depth stats. They'll show you how many pressures, how many pressures an individual had and how many hits a quarterback, how many hits did he have on the quarterback, et cetera, more in-depth stats. That's where you're going to find out how dominant Michael Parsons was. Whoever tried to guard him could not. He was a monster today. Just as I predicted. He cannot be guarded. He's too fast coming around the edge. And then he's strong because I saw some bull rushes. I saw some going inside, fake outside coming. I mean, he was flat out crazy today. So I say this. I mean, obviously Gregory and Lawrence got to be there. But Lord, my goodness, when them two come back, line Parsons up on whatever side you want to go, whichever side. Forget blitzing up the middle. I mean, hey, we don't want to forget blitzing up the middle. Put that man on that edge out there. What's up, Noop? I see you. Deion Jones here, my frat here. Noop is in the building. Look, he said the show can begin now. I'm here. Like a true Capper. The show all Paul when the Noops come in the room. I love it. Mike Evans said, what did I think about that grass call? You talking about on Curse? I thought that it was he did hold him, it's kind of like that 4th down play when Cooper got stopped, and that same Reverend Asante Samuel Jr., he obviously had an interference call. He didn't call that one because he decided to let them play. But he called the grass call on Curse on the other side just a drive before. Unbelievable. So I'm impressed obviously by Michael Parsons. I'm not surprised. I told y'all what was going to happen once they gave him the chance. What's up, Big Tony Knuckles? What's up, man? So Parsons was huge. Oh, on the sack on Herbert. That was I don't think that was really a sack. I think they were trying to protect Herbert because they trying to protect the little quarterback. So they called him in the grass. But either way it went, it should have been a grounding call because he didn't get the ball back to the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage. So we was gonna come back regardless. They want their little new future quarterback to have everything, all that. Deion Newt said today was about the run game. Tony M-Town Pollard, player of the game. Of course, y'all don't know Tony M-Town, that's Memphis, right here in Memphis. So Deion is here in Memphis. I'm here in Memphis. So we're not surprised about Pollard at all. We just said all he needed was just opportunity. He got it today. Y'all see the results. Ain't no surprise. We've been begging for Pollard to get the ball anyway. Most Cowboy fans have been. No surprise. Now, Curse was big. Parts are big. Now here's another part that y'all don't want to get no credit to, that nobody really ain't saying. How about this one right here? LVE and Jalen Smith had an outstanding game today. Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all, yeah. LVE, 9 total tackles, 3 assists. That was Jalen Smith, I'm sorry. Jalen Smith, 9 tackles, 3 assists. Leighton Vander Esch, 7 tackles, 3 assists, 1 sack. Big time play today from our linebackers. Notice the difference, because the complaint was last week that they didn't play enough. Okay, what happened? Well, the Chargers ran the ball a whole lot. Enough. So you had to put in kind of like your run stoppers. Wasn't a lot of nickel defense that needed to be played today. Really wasn't. They played today. They did a great job today. Know everybody done came hard on Jalen and came hard on LV. This week, they played a great game this week. Our defense is not good. No, they're not. They're going to get the ball moved on them. But if you make a mistake, this secondary of ours, minus Anthony Brown, of course, but everybody else, some kind of way, find a way and put their hands on the football. And with Diggs shoulders last year, he got another one today. Curse is known as a ball hawk. That was his reputation coming in. He showed you today. KZ, known as another ball hawk. Guess what? He got one today. Malik Hooker had a good game today. Solid. So the defense is opportunistic. They're not great. I still can't say we can't really judge them yet. Let me see when Gallimore, Tristan Hill get in the lineup. Let me see that, and then I can say we can't stop the run. I was glad to see Brent finally get in, because the run, Eckler was getting loose, and then I saw Brent come in, and he wasn't getting so loose. Eckler wasn't that big of a gigantic factor today. We made a lot of fantasy football players who got Eckler. He didn't really just go completely cuckoo today at all. If you're a fantasy football player, you're very happy with Herbert. You're very happy. He had a great game fantasy football wise. No doubt about that. But Eckler, I was proud of the effort. We didn't give up touchdowns when they were driving the ball. That's big. That was big. We didn't give up the touchdowns. We did not give it up. That was huge for us. We bend, but we didn't crumble. So that was big. Let me see what Podbean talking about. Hey, what's up? Who I got on here? Okay. Good, bad, and ugly wants to call in. Oh. Can I? Well, no, I ain't got you, man. I'm sorry I missed it. I'm on the Facebook chat right now. I had to click over. I apologize. Good, bad, and ugly truth. I apologize. Plus, I ain't kind of set up. I had to take this stuff out, so I don't want to mess it up. But anyway, Cowboy fans, listen. Be happy. We won. Stop complaining. Stop crying. We won. Dak did what he was supposed to do. He did what Brady did last week. Everybody talking about that. He did the same thing. He started from about the 12, 13-yard line. Guess what he did? He put his team in position to kick the field goal, just like Brady did last week. Brady got all the hype and Brady. He left too much time on the clock. Well, he left too much time for Dak, too. I need the same energy tomorrow when I start looking at all this stuff. Dak did the same thing that Brady did. Greg the leg missed some field goals last week. Guess what? He made them this week. That's big. We won the football game. So we're looking going to Philly with a lot of confidence. We're looking hype. I don't think nobody still can stop this offense. Even though we missing Collins, even though we missing Gallup, Cedric Wilson, had a good game today. Cedric Wilson had a good game today. When he got the ball, he made the most of his opportunities. Hey, this offense is electric. This offense is going exactly good. The good WB says that defense will get better as the year goes. I agree 100% because Kevin, you already missed me. He was the first apology. Conscious, guess what? That's right. You forgot. Y'all don't know that Sid is from Memphis, Tennessee, too. Y'all didn't know that, did you? That's where he went to high school here. He didn't play college ball here, but he right here from Memphis. So the Memphis boys showed out today. Kevin Carr, the conscious, that was the first person I talked about was Terrence Steele. I gave him a 100% apology. 100%. I apologize to him first. I apologize to the Jones family first because they were right about Terrence Steele. We were wrong. The offense, hey, great performance. Defense, we gonna get better. It's just gonna be, can we finally get a game? And we won't know this for a few weeks or so. Can we finally get a game where we got all of our bullets in the gun? Can I finally get a game where I got Gallimore, D-Law, Gregory, Parsons, Neal, LVE, Jalen, all of them. Let me throw in Boss Man Fat. I'm waiting for that day when I got all of my bullets in the gun. Not just a piece of all this and what I need that's the only way we're really gonna find out. Because you can't judge this defense yet because a lot of the guys that are playing now won't be playing in a few weeks, at least not that volume amount of plays. It's just not gonna happen. When Gallimore comes back, and if he's in shape and he's, his arm is better, Gallimore is going to be playing a whole lot. If Tristan Hill is better, or no, we don't know where he is on his leg and his ACL. We just don't know. But when he finally comes back, we going to find out where this defense really is. Because I'm starting to tell y'all, I'm starting to see something. They ain't no, Mike. Let's call it like it is. On this show, we tell the truth. I didn't hear Joey Bosa's name the whole game. Let's call it true. We're gonna give credit to Terrence Steele today. It's not neutralized. He got whipped today. Terrence Steele. If you heard it, I think Gary said earlier in the chat that he heard Joey Bosa's name one time. Well, if he's an all-pro, legitimate all-pro. And if all you heard was just one time, that Joey Bosa's name got called, then they tell me that whoever was on him, and he wasn't getting, it didn't want no double teams either. That means he got whipped today. They underestimated Terrence Steele just like we did. Terrence Steele was flat out awesome today. He handled Joey Bosa, no doubt about it, with no help. There wasn't no chip blocks, wasn't no tight end over there. It wasn't that. He whipped Joey Bosa today. He did. I'm gonna give him his credit. I was wrong about him. 100% wrong. I'm confident now. We were saying, Lord have mercy, that Terrence Steele is going we were saying, Lord have mercy, Terrence Steele is going to get our quarterback killed. Terrence Steele is going to get our quarterback put in the hospital. That's what we were saying. Ladies and gentlemen, we were wrong. Matter of fact, I only saw one other person apologize. Y'all, some of y'all on here, y'all need to apologize to Terrence Steele. We don't know if this show may hit his face. We don't know who's gonna see this. We don't know who's gonna see this. We need to apologize to Terrence Steele. Jerry Jones said it at the beginning. Oh, Terrence Steele going in. We cried. Man, move Zach Martin to tackle. I said it. I said it. Move Zach Martin to tackle. Let Connor McGovern play. That's what I said. Let Connor McGovern stay at guard. Let Zach Martin move to tackle. That's what I said. We don't need Terrence Steele. I said Terrence Steele is trash. Y'all said it too. Get him out of there. Oh my God. He changed all that today. Jerry Jones said it at the beginning of the week, how much he improved. Dak Prescott said it. Now, you know Dak gonna say it anyway. Jerry gonna say it. But they obviously knew something that we didn't. And he proved it today. Oh, he proved it today. Terrence Steele proved it. So I'm confident next week with Terrence Steele being our right tackle, obviously. I'm very confident. If you can handle Joey Bosa, you can handle anybody. You can handle anybody. And keep this in mind, y'all. See, our players are so good. Listen to me. See, this is stuff that we need to think about more in depth. I'm going to let y'all go. Our defense is so good individually as players that we keep forgetting that the Terrence Steeles plays against the DeMarcus Lawrences, the Randy Gregories, and the Michael Parsons in practice every day. Look, if you can handle in practice, now look, if you can handle, I know that, look, I'm just saying, if you're going against edge rushers like that are determined to baptize you and get you ready for this coming up week, if you can handle a DeMarcus Lawrence or Randy Gregory or Michael Parsons or Dorrance Armstrong in practice, seeing Joey Bosa ain't all that intimidating. And this is stuff we got to think about. That's what I told you about our cornerbacks. When our cornerbacks are going against this wide receiver set, when they get to game time, it's almost easy. Keenan Allen didn't do nothing great today. Yeah, you got to back. I call it baptism. I'm a preacher, Chris, so I'm. But you understand what I'm saying. If you want to get tested, we have the players on either side of the ball that can get you sped up in your process rather quickly. If you want to find out if your backup tackle can block on pass rush, stick DeMarcus Lawrence over there. Let him handle him all week. If you want to see if he can handle a speedy edge rusher, put Randy Gregory over there. If you really want to find out, put that 4-3 Michael Parsons over there and let him go at Terrence Steele, and then we'll get it. So when you see Joey Bosa, I mean, come on. Terrence Steele showed up today. I can't call his name enough. That's right. Put him in the fish grease. That's what I'm saying. Everybody knows fish grease is hot. Put these guys in the fish grease, the Terrence Steeles. Put Boss Man Fat. Find out if these guys can cover folks. Put Amari Cooper over there. Let him see if he can handle CeeDee Lamb. Let him see if he can handle Cedric Wilson. Let him see if he can handle Michael Gallup. We're going to find out if you can play. We're going to do it all week long. And if you get your tail tore up all week long, then you probably won't be in the game on Sunday. It's easy to see because we got that type of individual talent. Yeah, we got to put them in the Crisco. Yeah, no doubt about it, Chris. The canola oil, you understand? The fire hot oil. Yeah, you got to put them in there. You got to let the grease get real hot. And Terrence Steele, I have no doubt in my mind. I know we're not going to see it, but I promise you, I believe with all my heart, Terrence Steele this week saw Michael Parsons in practice. I'm saying Terrence Steele saw Dorrance Armstrong in practice. Terrence Steele saw all these Brand Nye, who's fast. He saw all of them. And I believe with all my heart that worked it out. So when he saw Joey Bosa, he was already ready. He was already ready. Look what he had to deal with in practice. Legitimate dogs. I'm just saying. I have no doubt. So I'm appreciative of that. Look, again, I hope y'all were happy this week. Philadelphia will not make the same mistake that the Chargers made. We will never see again. I ain't never seen it since Zeke Elliott was a rookie. I have never seen it. You will not see a defense again, never, that they are going to play a too high safety look. They are not, no team will do that again. Because the last thing you really want, because the Cowboys proved today that hey, just in case y'all done forgot, y'all gonna line up in a two high safety look. Oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna go and run the ball. Y'all don't think we can run. That's what the Chargers said in their line, the way they lined up. Two high safety way in the back, like they were scared of the receivers. They weren't scared of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. That's what they chose today. I told you this. You got to pick your poison and either live or die with it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers said we're not gonna let y'all run. We'll pick our poison to be Dak this week. Dak's threw 400 yards. I almost got the job done. They get the job done. The Chargers said the total opposite. We're not gonna let Dak Prescott kill us today. We're not gonna let y'all receivers kill us today. So we pick Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard to kill us. That's what we saying. We're not gonna let Dak do it this week. It was the total opposite. And whichever way you chose, you got killed. They chose to let us run. We ran it. Well, we destroyed them. Pollard had 13 carries for 109 yards. Ezekiel had 16 carries for 71 yards. That's 178 yards. CeeDee Lamb had one carry for 13 yards. Cedric Wilson had one carry for 5 yards. So we ran it 19, this 29, 30, 30. We ran 31 times today. 31 times we ran the ball today. And we passed for 27. We ain't gonna never have that again. Ain't nobody gonna make that mistake. Nobody's gonna make that mistake. Nobody's gonna make that mistake again. So I'm just telling y'all, for y'all to talk about, hey, we need to run the ball. Kellen Moore is gonna do exactly what he said he was gonna do. Evidently, he said whatever the defense give us, we gonna give. That's what we're gonna take. They gave us the running game today. We ran it. If they take away the pass, we'll throw it. That's what he did today. I'm impressed. He man of his word. That's all I can say. So we won. Be happy we won. Let's not complain this week. Let's get ready for Philly. Tuesday at 7 o'clock. This Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We'll talk about this in a little bit more depth. And getting ready for Philly. Tuesday gonna be a fun show because we ain't gonna be ticked off and crying and mad and all that kind of stuff and all that. We just got some question marks that we'll talk about on Tuesday. I'll give y'all kind of what we're talking about. Tuesday. I'm this is just me. Donovan Wilson. I'm sorry. Kurt's got to stay on the field. Now I know a lot of us love Donovan. I'm one of them. But Curse is a problem. Curse is instinctive. Kurt's gonna get his hand on the ball. Kurt's gonna pick the ball off. All right. That's one question that we'll kind of attack on Tuesday next show. When Donovan Wilson gets better, does he automatically go back in and keep Curse on the sideline, or does Curse stay on the field and does Wilson go back to the sideline? That's a legitimate question. Number two, uh, if we want to have impact, and I know he can line up all over the field, but Michael Parsons, I'm going to say it now. I said it when we drafted him. Michael Parsons has Von Miller type impact. Michael Parsons has some speed that I have not seen in a long, long time. He is different. He is an animal. He did not get tired. I mean, he was incredible. He has, and now don't get me wrong, let me say this. I'm not saying he is this. Don't get me wrong. But I see this. I'm not saying he is this, but I see it. He has Lawrence Taylor type speed coming off that edge. Now, I ain't say he Lawrence Taylor, so some of y'all don't go off. I'm just saying he has Lawrence Taylor type speed. So we know what type of player Lawrence was. This kid is different, y'all. And it seems to me that even though we move him around like a queen on a chessboard, it just seems to me that his most effective play comes from rushing off the edge, where he is a serious problem. He can go into, he's strong enough to go inside. He can bull rush people, and there's no competition on the edge. He is just flat out dominant. The question is to me, since you know he's that type of guy, how are we going to incorporate that with Gregory and Lawrence? Because they got to play. Because when they're in the game, we love to see they love to blitz Parsons up the middle, which he can do too. See what I'm saying? They found out something today that they really didn't know. See, Parsons to me today looked like DeMarcus Ware today. He did. He looked like DeMarcus Ware today, in person that he been working with. On another note, he looked like DeMarcus Ware today, and faster. These are the guys that I'm talking about. These guys that you can't teach this stuff. These guys have gifts from God that just I mean, come on. This kid is running 4.3 40 and that big at a linebacker position. I mean, he's fast as some defensive backs. I mean, come on, man. This kid is different, man. Barring injury, look. This kid is different. Hall of Fame type talent. Yes, I said it. Hall of Fame type impact. This is what we got, and we better know how to properly use them. We found out something today that we just didn't really know. He can come off the edge probably better than anybody on our team. Yes, and I'm including Gregory, and I'm including D-Law. Now, D-Law still is D-Law. D-Law is still probably the best defensive player overall on our team. No doubt about that. I'm not taking it from D-Law. But as far as pass rush goes, strictly pass rush. Somebody got to tell me different that Michael Parsons is not the best edge rusher that we have. After the day, what I saw, how he just pressures and dominates. Again, everybody that's on this feed, let's see how dominant he was. Because if you look at the stats don't tell the story. He only had 2 tackles and 1 sack. That was it. That's all he got on there. He didn't make no other tackles. 2 tackles, 1 sack. But that he was way more dominant than the stat line show. Everybody go to Pro Football Reference. I'm gonna go there myself. Pro Football Reference. Let's see how dominant. Matter of fact, y'all hang with me. Let me go there now. I'm about to go there now. I'm anxious. I just want to see how crazy this dude was. Y'all let me, and for those that are here, just give me a hot second. I want to see myself. And if you got your phone or whatever, let's look at it together. If not, I'm going to look at it right now. If y'all don't mind, just hang with me. Somebody say 4 hurries. I'm about to find out now. Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons. There it is. Michael Parsons. Well, that's against Tampa. Okay, they haven't put out his stuff they haven't put it out yet. So y'all just give it some time. I thought they would have been out by now. They got his Tampa Bay stats out. Okay. It's not there yet. But anyway, I can't wait to see it. Gary Bryant talking about Matthew Slater. Matthew Slater was big for the Chargers. He was dumb. He was pretty good. That's a guy that a lot of people thought we should have got over Michael Parsons. Okay, see you Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday. I see you. All right. I enjoyed this. Hey, we won. That's just the bottom line. We won. We won. We'll look at there was some negatives, obviously, but we ain't concentrating on that. We'll kind of highlight that, and we're gonna start getting ready for Philly, in which I will be there. Okay. This is the day. I'm sorry, I should have had the flyer here. Listen, if you're in the Dallas area or you're gonna be there, you want to come hang with me on Saturday for West Coast Cowboy event, the Black Royalties. Y'all look on my page. I have all the flyers and stuff. I will be in Dallas on Friday evening. I will be there. The event is on Saturday. I will be there this entire weekend. This coming up weekend. Saturday is the West Coast event. I'll be there this Saturday. Look on my page for the flyers. I'll be promoted all week. If you're in the Dallas area and you want to come meet me, I would love to meet you guys, man. Gary, man, oh my God, my brother Gary said he's gonna be in the house. I cannot wait to meet Gary face to face. Shoot, Gary, you're almost an official member. A worker for my show anyway. You done been on the show more than just about anybody. You just probably need to come hang with me. Exactly. Gary said. Chris said with 2 masks. Oh, we're gonna be masked up. We get a chance to meet some of the people. I think of course, West Coast Cowboy would be there. I believe that Boss Cowboy would be there. Him and the OC. I believe the Law Nation Law would be there. I believe he'll be there too. So you got some of the podcasts I think everybody kind of like to listen to. Everybody will be there on that night. It should be, fun. Even if I think West Coast said that I think Jalen gonna talk to all, the guys that's there supposedly. Whether he's there or not, or whether that happens or not, I'm really not messed up about that. Just to be in the vicinity and I'm gonna bring if Gary is there, Gary gonna be with me. I'm gonna get him on. I will go live from there. We're gonna have some fun there. Gonna have some real fun and talk. I'm gonna bring Boss on my show, and I'll probably come to his. I'm gonna try to get West Coast to come on, and whoever the Law, whoever, and we all gonna just have a good time together. Whether Jalen is there for a minute, or if I get to ask him one question, cool. If not, so be it. But after that, that Sunday, I would be doing my first time a tour in that stadium, Cowboy Stadium, whatever we call it, AT&T Stadium, wherever we are. He could say I'm too broke not to make the 5-hour drive, or I'll go to. Man, I wish you would come on, man. I love to see my brothers who I've been talking to in groups for a few years now. Just to put an eye on them and we can hang out a little bit. My wife and my little baby son will be there. Trey will be in the house, so that's gonna be crazy. Oh my God, it's gonna be ignorant. So we're gonna have a good time. And then on that Monday night, I will be in the house for the game on that Monday night. So I'll be in Dallas for a few days. I'll be there until Tuesday. I leave, come back home to Memphis on Tuesday. So it's going to be a great upcoming weekend, and it's really going to be great because we're coming off a win on today. So we're going into the Philly game with some pretty good momentum. Philly and Dallas, of course, always going to be a heated game. Looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I'm ready to go to Dallas now. I'm ready now. Uh, the guys didn't let me down today. We won. So Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Come on, hang with me again. We'll get a little bit more in depth, talk about the win a little bit more. He could say who wants to donate to get Eric to the game fund, to go fund account. Speaking of which, the tickets are $60. I'm gonna put the link on there also. If you want to come, yeah, it's gonna cost you. This. Yeah, I didn't do it. This is what it is. To get in, I put the code on. You just use the Big Time Show, and you can get there and use that. So it's there. I put it on. I may do that tonight, but if not, I definitely have it for tomorrow, for sure. So just be looking on my page. I put it on my personal page and the Big Time Show page. Podbean, if you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, uh, you need to follow me again on. I'm gonna type it in for you, Douglas. That's my name, Brooks Jr. or the Big Time Show. Uh, if you're on Facebook, if you're not a friend of mine or you have not followed the show on the Facebook page, you need to do so because I always air live from there. There it is, probably for you to see. Just type in one of those names, send me an inbox, and we'll become friends, and you'll be able to see all this. Podbean, I think I would be doing you injustice by so we got a little smart but here on Podbean. I didn't see that. Oh, I was about to let y'all go, but I got a visitor on Podbean. This is the name of his show. His name of his show is The Feature Show Hate the N-Word and Coons. That's him. He on Facebook. He's right. He's right here live, I believe. Right here with me now. Yeah. He's live. I think that's what he's saying. I'm looking at who live. No, okay, he's not here. Okay, he's not here. I'm sorry. Uh I think. Yeah, let me see. Big Tony Knuckles, are you here? I just want to make sure. He was in your show earlier too. Good. Rod. Okay. Y'all forgive me, Facebook and everybody. I got a little small problem on here. Let me go ahead and handle it now. Miss Ty, are you on here? Uh Big Tony Knuckles, are you here? I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure if y'all are here because I need to know if the feature show hates the N word and coons. That's what I. Then he shared. Then he shared it. He shared my show, so I don't know who he shared it to. Uh, uh are you here? Feature show. Our feature show, the feature show that hates the N word and coons. Are you here? I would like to know that if you're here. I want to, thank you for sharing the show. Just in case you are here, you may not type it in. I don't know if he's here or not, but if you are here, let me say this to you, my friend. You hate N words and coons. Well, here's my response. I'm not too fond of racist. So, touche. Oh, okay. Uh, Good, bad, and ugly. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it because I got this stuff hooked up, and I'm scared if I let it go, I don't know if I'll be able to hear you. I can hear you in my headset, but I don't know. And people from Podbean can hear you, but the people from Facebook could not hear you and all that. So I hate to do that and then unplug stuff and do all that. But I apologize. I'm gonna figure that out. So the feature show hates in the N word and coons. If you don't like Negroes and coons, according to you, because I don't like racists, so uh, we're even, right? We're even then. We're even. And if you don't like it, just get off Podbean. It's just as simple. Go find your. Since if you don't like listening to black people talk, go find you some white people to listen to. I ain't got no problem with it. I mean, we're a family over here, so I mean, it's just as simple. I mean, you don't want to do this. You know, I don't know if you're on here or not, but this ain't what you want over here. Not me, because I'm politely, I'm a politely talk to you, but I'm a politely cut you too. I'm a politely cut you. You know, yeah. So I mean, I ain't got no problem. What we don't have time is for wannabe internet bullies. You know, those who type well and hide behind keyboards. We don't do that. My face is on Facebook right now. You got a chance to all that kind of stuff. You know, right there. I'm right here. We don't do that on at least on my show. But if you want to do that, but I'm gonna go ahead and, since you don't like hearing black people, okay? Since you don't like listening to black people, this is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna help you out by eliminating you. How about that? This is one black person that you will not have to listen to again, and you are blocked. There you go. All right. All right. That problem is taken care of. All right. Y'all, sorry, Facebook and all that, but I had to handle that. You know, the old folks used to say, wherever you show out, that's where I'm going to show out. So since he want to come in and disrupt my stuff, I don't know if he there or not, but I went in and took care of him. All right. Anyway, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. I almost felt like preaching right there for some reason. I almost did. I did. I almost felt like preaching right there. I really did. There's no way that you can say you're Christ-like and make those type of statements. You are from the devil. I almost felt like preaching there right there. I did. There's no way that you can say that you have the love of Christ and you have that type of opinion. Maybe some of y'all need to share that with some of your friends. Yeah. I'm thinking about that. That's the world is full of closet racists. When I say closet racists, they really feel the same way he do. But those are the type that find at least enough couth to shake folks' hands with it. They'll come in and shake your hand, turn it back, and then call you a coon and all that kind of stuff. That's what we're dealing with now. We don't have. I appreciate people who are blatant with it, that let you know. People are members of the Ku Klux Klan and the Proud Boys and all that. At least I don't have to wonder about them. I know where they stand. That means I know I don't have to associate with them. The closet races are the problem of this time. The people that really feel that way and carry that in their heart, but they won't be as blatant. And they'll shake your hand and cut you at the same time. Those are the people that we gotta watch out for. And it's kind of hard to distinguish that because they won't never come out and say it. That's the problem of the world right now. One of them, at least. That's one of the problems. And I'm grateful for when people exactly hate your brother you see every day. That's what he said. It's really, I really didn't want to preach right there, but I just feel the need to say that because you'll have people that will just flat out come out and say stuff like that. And a person like me, who's a little bit more, I ain't gonna say, I'm not saying I'm great and all that. I'm just saying I just know how to handle stuff like that. Words and stuff like that don't bother me. Um, it really just don't. I'm just built a little different way like that. But I'm not gonna let you just show out with it. I mean, I'm just not. It's simple. You don't like listening to black people, or you don't like all that kind of stuff. Why would you name your show? I mean, come on now. Why would you name your show? This dude hate the N word and coons. Why would you even name your show like that? I mean, I know some people probably support him. I should have looked him up and just saw how many people follow him, and those people probably need to be blocked too. Almost. There's a set of people that have that, and if we're talking, I'm almost wondering sometimes, what God are we serving? I guess I'm preaching now. Okay. Dang, I came here to talk about the Cowboys. Now I got to do a little preaching, I guess. What God are we serving? Because people's concepts of God are just totally different. Uh, it was exemplified in the presidential race. We had white, and even in the preaching category, you have to wonder: are some of my the preach brethren, are they racist? I'm wondering, because we had white evangelical preachers who supported a man that, you know, y'all know the story. Okay. And then we had black preachers at the same time, and we're guilty too, that that really didn't show really the love of Christ. It was a dividing line even in the ministerial ranks. And they believed that they represented God in their defense of the then President Donald Trump. We had black preachers say that Donald Trump is from the devil. I mean, and it makes you wonder. Okay, we all got this same Bible. Whatever version you use, most people predominantly use the King James version. It's like we got the same Bible, but how did you get to this theology? Your interpretation of scripture and your interpretation of God is totally different than this set of people over here. And I'm not just talking race. I'm just saying it's just totally different. Some people say Trump was God's man. Some people say he's the devil. Some people say Biden is the devil. And some people say Biden is from God. I mean, it make you wonder, where are we? You have people that look at the insurrection. Look at the insurrection. You had pastors that were up there at the Capitol fighting in the name of Donald Trump. At the same time, standing next to people who had nooses that were hanging from whatever they hung the noose upon, and you had pastors there. And I'm saying, like, what 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 God are we what, huh? What God is this? What God is this? I don't know. I don't know where we, as if God who made us, the God that made all of us, everybody got the same thing. Your outside interior may be different, but we all got red blood in us. Everybody. Everybody got the same thing, red blood. Everybody. God made us. God made us. Science didn't make us. A man and a woman came together. God did the rest. It's just only God can make what comes out of a man that goes into a woman, which is nothing like what you and I look like now. We come from, y'all know what I'm talking about. We come from semen. I guess that's a good. We come from semen. That's what semen. You don't. What I look like now, what you look like, came from semen, and only a God can make that and make it turn into what we look like now. It's an inside job. Only God. Science ain't got nothing to do with that. Science, no. Only God can make the amount of blood vessels and fingers and toes and all of those things and ligaments and all only God can do that. And how in the world are you gonna tell me that a God can that made us, we all, the scripture tells us that we are his people and all that. How in the world can you tell me that God is a supporter of racism? Y'all help me tonight. I really didn't come to do this. I came to talk about the Chargers and the Cowboys. And I guess I need to just slightly educate. Gary says, you ever notice how the racists always say they are good Christian people? That's because, yes, and they have that 100% belief that they are actually good people with their theology. They feel that. They feel that. It's all based off interpretation of what they believe God really is. You had people back in the 60s and the 70s. Y'all saw how people treated black people then, and they thought there was absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing. It's godly. That's because their scripture was based, the interpretation of scripture goes off the Ham and Cush back in Genesis and how they thought that slavery was good and all. I mean, it's amazing how we all can have the same Bible and have 1,000 different interpretations. And it's fueled by, it's amazing. Now, I ain't finna try to tackle that tree. I could chip at it. I'm not gonna do it because this been existing since the Bible days. Racism has been a part. I believe totally that racism is, it's DNA into this world. I don't care what part of the globe you go to. I don't care what part. It's just not. It's everywhere. It's been this way. It's in the DNA of the world, but definitely it's in the DNA of America. Ain't no doubt about that. It's just as easy as apple pie. It's in the DNA of America. And you'll get guys who will get on my little show right here. I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't got but a few people that like to listen to me and come out and say he can't stand in the N word and coons. He just wanted to be known. I'm cool with it. And I'm not even saying he's a child of God because God did make him. That's just because, you're God made you don't necessarily mean that you're his child. Same scriptures say that you're children of the devil too. So I don't know what side he on. I don't know nothing about his eternal salvation. I don't know if he's accepted Christ or whatever. I don't know if he's a Muslim. I don't know if he's a whatever. All I know is what he said. He don't like N word and cones. And if he is a believer in God, I don't know what God is he serving. I just don't know. It is what it is, though. I feel like preaching, but I'm gonna shut it off. I know good, bad, and ugly truth over there. He want me to keep going, and I got some folks on here like that. But we're living in some real dangerous time. The worst people in the world. Y'all listen to me on this. The worst people in the world are the closet racists. Those are the worst people in the world. Gary said, remember a couple years ago, those people at Fenway Park had a sign that said racism is as American as baseball. It's the truth. Decisions are being made from people in D.C. that are racist. And the laws that they write are racist driven. But it's been that way. So it ain't nothing new. That's why you have to be real careful on who you put in the office, who you vote for. That's why you got to be real careful. You got to know who you're supporting. You got to know what their voting record was on certain issues. Because you just very well could be putting people in power positions that have racism in their system. We got to watch who we vote for these judges are. You may just be putting a judge up there that's racist. We got to watch who we put in as president. We got to watch who we put in senators and congressmen. Because when you keep putting people in position that have this type of thought process in them, they know how to hide it well. They know how to do all the right words. They know how to smile. They know how to maneuver their way systematically in their words, all that kind of stuff. You need to watch who you're putting in there because you don't know. You could very well continue the trend that we're seeing. Hey, Coach Breedlove, man, I already done the show. I've been on now. I had some guy on Podbean, man, that said that his show title is he don't like the N word and coons. And I told him I don't know if he's there or not. I almost want to say, well, I don't like racists. So hey, touche. And I done blocked him from that, so I just got on a ramble thing. But I already talked about the game, Coach, today with the Cowboys winning. You might want to go back and peep me out, man. But I'm halfway preaching now. I guess. But one thing about racism, watch this, and I guess I might leave y'all. I might and I might not. One thing about racists, they can hide it all day long, but there will come a time where a situation will come up and you're gonna find out really where they stand. They won't be able to hide it. It has to come out. It has to. It has to come out. It has to come out. And it don't necessarily have to be using the N word or using coon or using that. It could just be way other things. Like I just bring this up, LeBron James. Okay, I don't like LeBron James. He should shut up and dribble. Okay, why don't you like LeBron James? I get it if you don't like him as a basketball player. That's just called being a fan. You know, I ain't got no problem with that. I don't have no problem with that. I don't like him because he's social justice. What did he do? Only thing LeBron said was that we're gonna try to bring more voting areas up. They're mad because President Obama got involved when they in the bubble and they tried to make an impact. They started protesting games. What did they come up with? They know how voting is around the country, how people stand in line for 2-3 hours to vote. They came up with a brilliant plan with President Obama there, him, Chris Paul, other representatives from other teams when they protested about George Floyd and all that kind of stuff. What did they come up with? They said, let's use the basketball stadiums as a voting poll, a voting station. That way people don't have to be in line because you can put God knows how many polls in there where you can vote. And folks just got mad at that. So you don't have to say the N word. It's just other little small stuff that you can see. Why don't you like him? I just can't stand. He should shut up and dribble. There you go, Gary. Shut up and dribble. Shut up and dribble. Shut up and do this. Shut up and do that. Why don't you like Colin Kaepernick? Yeah, why don't you like Cap? Cause he kneeled for the y'all made it the flag. The man told you this whole time ain't about the flag. He told him it's about police brutality, which he was right. He was right. Yeah, he was right. Y'all, because you see it on TV every day. You gotta watch people. He died. George Floyd. George Floyd, knee on his neck for all that time. Instead of looking at that, the man didn't have to die. I mean, good Lord, you had police officers all around. You could have just simply just cuffed him and stuffed him and put him in the back of the car and all that. No, you kept your knee on his neck. And the first thing some folks want to do is check his arrest record out. So you don't have to say the N word. You try to justify the killing. You justify it. You want, you ain't sad about it at all. You want to find the reason why he had to die. See, you don't have to say the N word all the time. You don't have to do that. There's other ways that racism exists. It's other ways. All of that, all of that, all of that. Trump ain't say nothing about no George Floyd. The little stuff he mentioned, that ain't about nothing. But you quick to talk about Cap and all these SOBs should get off the field and cause they making a protest and all that kind of stuff. You know, you know. You gotta watch these people. You gotta listen. Cause they ain't gonna give the dead giveaway, y'all. They ain't gonna call you an N-word. They're not gonna call you a coon. They're not gonna do all that. They ain't gonna do all that. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. You got to listen. Just like my little dude that came on the thing. They ain't going to be as blatant as he was. They're just not. He's not. You have to be careful. You got to pay attention. But to go back to what I was saying before, and I guess I'll leave y'all. Y'all done got me going now slightly. I don't know what God we're serving. Christians they have professed a hope and a faith in Jesus Christ. It's just that their interpretations of who Jesus or God is the problem. They believe in Jesus. They believe that he went to Calvary. They believe he died. And then they believe he rose again. They believe that. I'm not questioning that. It's their concept of God and the theology of God that they have. That how in the world can you attribute God to hate? Racism is hatred. Racism don't have no love in it at all. None. God is love, the scripture says. That's God is love. That's scripture. Racism don't have nothing to do with love. Nothing. And yet they support racist. They support racist ideology. They support racist people that's in office. I'm just saying. Exactly, Coach. I don't know how we attribute that to love, racism at all. I don't know how they twist it. Well, I know how. It comes there's a scripture that says that because of the lust that they had, and this is really not lust, but I guess it's lust of the mind, where God gave them over to and let them have a reprobate mind. That the context of that scripture doesn't have anything to do with racism. It just that says that God will allow you to have the lust of your desires, have the lust of your mindset. He give you a free will choice. He lets you do what you want to do. If you want to roll the dice and test God out in that way, then so be it. That's how you live. That's how you live. God's not going to force you to do anything. He allowed you to have choice. He allowed you to have the choice. If that's the way you want to live, that's fine. But I don't know how you attribute God and act like God is supporting you in your racism. I just don't. I don't get that. I don't even know how you even get your mind to think that that's the case. If God hated black people, man, we've been in trouble so long ago, man. I mean, why would he make us? Why you gonna make something that you love? Why you gonna make something that you hate? He made black people. He breathed the breath of life into black people. Huh? If you study scripture, I guess I might get in trouble now. You know, where was the Garden of Eden at? Uh-oh. I better leave it alone because I go with this all night. Where was the Garden of Eden at? See, the Bible is more than words. You got to study geology. You got to study anthropology. You got to study your maps. You got to put all this stuff together. You got to find out where was the Garden of Eden? You know. Okay. I think Chris got it. Yeah, my coach, I got to go there because some people don't know. So I'm just gonna leave that with you. It was Africa. Let me. I'm rolling now. So when Jesus was a baby and was told, and the parents were told, take him to this place, take him over there to that place, so he can hide because the firstborn was being killed. If you study your Bible, you'll recognize that the place where he was told to go was to Africa. Why does you got to use your common sense? If he was white, how do you hide a white baby in Africa? If he was white, he would stand out, wouldn't he? Mm, okay. Okay. Or did he tell him to go to this place in Africa because he would blend in? Yeah. I close with this, and I will let you guys go. You have to study this on your own. I'm gonna get in trouble tonight. Where you at, Power Bean? Where my boy at? Where? Yeah. Uh, that's a good bad. The truth was telling. Where's Egypt? He told them to go to Egypt, right? Where was Egypt at? I'll help you out. It was in Africa. Why would he tell them to hide a baby in Africa? Hmm. Okay, but let me really kill y'all, and I'm through with tonight. Usually, when you say "Show me Jesus," there's a picture that's there that we all know the guy with the hair and the pretty guy, blue eyes, and all that. Can I tell y'all this? That ain't Jesus. You want me to tell you who he really was? That guy, that picture that's been passed down through so many generations was the cousin of the King James, that Bible that we have. He was the cousin of the King James, or the version that we have, the King James version of the Bible. He was the cousin of him. That was his gay lover cousin. Now, he was the cousin of the guy. He was a gay man, and some kind of way they painted a picture of him and said, "That's Jesus. That ain't Jesus." Your Bible is very clear. Feet made of bronze. I ain't never seen no bronze that was, that wasn't dark. Let me just say that. Hair, lamb wool. Man had a little fro. Okay, y'all, let me go. And maybe that's the reason why the interpretations is so off. Is because they believe that the picture really is Jesus. maybe. Yeah. I see you good, bad, and love the truth. He says Egypt is located in Egypt at the longitude of 31.25. He got real technical. The latitude of 30.6. Bethlehem is located in South Africa. Yeah. Y'all, let me stop because I don't want to. I don't want to do it tonight. Okay. I just, all this racism is just incredible to me. I'm cool with everybody until you say you don't want to be cool with me. And then I got no sense to leave you. You ain't gotta look, you ain't gotta announce your racism. Just leave me alone. You ain't gotta like me. I ain't gotta look. It's 3 billion people in the world. I only know a few hundred. Well, I'm sorry. I know a plenty more than that. I do. But come on now. Take your racism on, cause see, you gonna get your feeling hurt messing around with me. I'm gonna politely, I ain't gonna have to cuss you out. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna tell you exactly what God love, and that's the truth. You can't say you love Christ and then don't love me or don't like. You can't say you love Christ and hate me just cause you don't even know my name. You don't even know my name. All you know is I'm dark skinned. And you hate me because I'm dark skinned. It don't even make sense. I love God. I love Jesus. He's my savior. He's my all in all. He walks with me and talks with me. And while he walking and talking with you, I guess he telling you that Negro over there, you hate him. That Negro over there, you hate him too. That Negro there, all Negroes right there. They see that little 2-year-old baby, he's black. You hate him too. You hate him too. What kind of sense does that make, man? I'm done. God bless y'all. We'll see you Tuesday night. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Big Time Show podcast. We'll be talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I promise you that. But y'all know me. If I go with the vibe, whatever the vibe presents, that's what I'm rolling with. So the little dude got me tonight slightly. I took it a different direction. But 7 o'clock, we're gonna keep talking about the Cowboys' victory over the Chargers today. Y'all come on, hang with me, and I don't know. I feel like preaching. I feel like doing something tonight. Y'all look, for those that are here, don't stay with me. I'm gonna get off this, and I just might come back and do just something because I'm feeling it right now. Okay, if you're on Podbean, I'll come back. I'm gonna get off of this now. If I feel like what I'm feeling right now, I'm gonna come back in about 10 minutes or so and say something church related. Okay. I'm gonna do this on my yeah, I'll do all of this on here too. Okay. So y'all kind of be on the lookout for me. I might come back if y'all ain't too sleepy. All right. All right. I appreciate y'all. Tuesday, 7 o'clock. I'll see you once again for the one and only, no doubt about it. This is, y'all know what it is. And you know I ain't scared. Y'all know that. This is. Yes, it is. You already know, Hot Rod. This is. If I can get this thing right, I would close out. Okay, now there we go. Yeah, I do it now. This is y'all. Y'all can't leave without clapping your hands. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Y'all can't hear me. I'm gonna keep talking to Podbean, but once I crank this thing up, I'll see you guys maybe a little bit later tonight. But until then, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. This is the Big Time Show. I wish I had a witness in here. Thank you, Hot Rod. I wish I had some help in the house. Y'all just stay with me. I feel like coming back. I feel like coming back. Woo! why they do this to me? I don't be bothering nobody. I just talk about the Cowboys, you know. Now they got me put on my mantle as a bishop, and now I got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Feel like hooping almost. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I almost feel like hooping right there. My God, oh, feel like tune it up. What the organ at? Oh God. All right, I'll holler at y'all. I might come back. Yeah, I think I am. All right, I'll see y'all. I'm on my way. All right. See you.